Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. What's up, everybody? I'm not sure if the stream is working. I don't know. One, I need headphones. Okay, there we go. I'm very concerned. All right. I don't know why I need headphones. I like, in all honesty, it's just because I streamed forever with headphones in, so now it feels weird to not have headphones in, even though I'm not technically like listening to music or anything. I need to see they changed some things on the like YouTube streaming side, which I like, but one of the things they changed I don't like. I'm not a fan of it. So, um, I gotta pull this keyboard over here, so you're gonna hear weird sounds. Not like sheep and power tools and those kinds of weird sounds. Hey, what's up, boo? Let me know if the sound isn't right or something, because every time I move stuff around, it just doesn't. It doesn't doesn't really show me if it's set up. Um, okay. Uh, yeah. See, the thing that they changed that I don't like is it doesn't automatically generate a thing for me, like a link to post on socials and shit. So I like have to go and like pull it up. Oh, sorry. See, and you don't want that. Sounds good, looks good. Well, except for the big fat dude. No, good shit. So then I can copy that. And there we go. Okay. And then I can go to the Twitter. Because it gives, when you very first set it up, um, and I want to talk to, talk about Twitter and, um, I don't like going live tweets. I just don't. I don't like mine. I don't necessarily like other people's either. That makes now you just sound like a dickie. Well, maybe. Um, I don't know. I just don't like them. So I definitely want to get another monitor for this kind of stream. It would make my life easier. And honestly, I have the setup to do it. I don't know. I'm just lazy and not setting shit up when I should. But I kind of feel like um this sounds stupid, but I kind of feel like just not doing go live announcements. Like, I don't know. Like, I know when you sub or whatever, if you hit the bell or whatever, it'll give you like a thing, a notification, and like that's good and all. And I don't know. I just I'm not really fucking feeling it. So I know it's one of those things like people say, "Oh, well, you're supposed to do it." I I always rebel against that shit when people are like, "You have to." I don't know. That's what I'm doing right now. If you're wondering why is he typing, what's he doing? Okay, there we go. That's what I'm doing. Yo, what's up, Lunar? Yeah, like, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know I have another monitor. I could just set that up, yeah, because just to have a different view or whatever. I don't know. I just don't fucking. Oh man, dude, I had 4 days off. It was, like obviously it was Thanksgiving here in the States, and it was like the day you like consume your weight in food and shit like that. So that was cool, and um, I enjoyed like spending time. My parents are weird. Like we have a weird dynamic. Um, Yo, Silly, what's up, dude? Um, everybody, how was your Thanksgiving? If you're here in the States, mine was good. We ate food. My dad is very he's very like old school, and like you gotta watch football on Thanksgiving. I don't really care about football that much. So like we turned the game on, he was happy, there was food. Uh I froze? Not on my screen. Or not on my side. I don't know. It was good. Really? It's froze for you too? It doesn't show me that. Uh I don't know, maybe refresh? Okay. I was gonna say on my end it shows me everything's fine. Maybe you guys just have shitty internet. How about that? No. But yeah, I mean we fucking we fucking ate food, and like I don't know. It was just good. I don't know. I've been I haven't been super close with my parents for probably like 20 years, you know what I mean? So it's kind of cool to like hang out with them and shit. I know this, they are getting old. Like obviously I'm old, but they're older than me and they don't get around as well. It's really weird, okay? Like for me, as a kid, my dad is 6'4", and he's a big guy. I don't know, he's just big. You know what I'm saying? I always thought my dad was like fucking indestructible, and like there was a good chunk of my life I was scared of him. You know what I'm saying? And now he's in his mid 60s and shit, and like he's just an old man now. You know what I mean? And it's weird in a life cycle, I guess, to see somebody that you thought was like the toughest person ever, and now like he has a hard time getting out of the chair. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of weird. Maybe my kids will feel the same way about me when I get old, or not. Maybe I'll like get hit in a car and I, whatever. uh, hey, that's what's up, Lunar. If that's your Thanksgiving, I thought you were going to spend time with your dad or something, or was that the other day? I don't know. That was really about it. I had 4 days off. Like did laundry. I didn't even really go and do anything, or you know what I'm saying? I just I don't know, just hung out. The good news is I have 3 working weeks. Well, it's 3 full weeks, and then I have 2 weeks off. 2 straight weeks. So from like the 22nd of December or some shit like that until like the 3rd of or 4th of January. I just got 2 fucking weeks off. Like, it's gonna be good. Good times. Oh, yeah, I didn't know what you meant. Oh, you did the cruise? Oh, that's what's up. I'm not I'm like those are just like little day cruises, right? Not like go out for a week or whatever. I can't fuck with cruises like that. Not Tom Cruise, not Penelope Cruz. You know what I mean? Um, you get the 24th through the 2nd off. That's what's up, man. We'll definitely have to play some video games and shit. I did play video games yesterday. Just for like an hour. I don't know. I think I'm going to I think I'm going to um get that Game Pass thing because they got it for like $1 for the first 3 months. I think I'm gonna do that because it says you can get PC games and Xbox games, and like I noticed, oh yeah, 2 hours is yeah, that's cool. Like you go out, you have a good time, but it's not like Gilligan's Island, right? You definitely don't want a Gilligan's Island cruise because that turned into like years. You know what I mean? That's the most horrible cruise. And let's be honest, like I say this all the time. I know I'm sidetracked. Uh, if there were that many people on that island, do you know how many kids there'd be? You know what I mean? Like that Ginger and Marianne would have just been pumping kids out like left and right. You know what I'm saying? Like shit would have been insane. Even what was her name? What was Mrs. Howell's name? You bought a way out? No fucking way. All right, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 cool. We'll have to play that. I'm looking forward to it. I will write it in my diary. Dear diary. Oh shit. I'm slowly but surely like getting back into gaming. Like I wanna play other games and shit. It's just like dropping $60 for something that I might not like. Oh shit, that reminds me. Okay, I was on the Twitter today and I was scrolling and I follow one of the like game magazines or whatever on Twitter and they posted one of their articles about a game, a real-time strategy game, but it's what's the um Starship Troopers. So somebody made a real-time strategy or military strategy or fortress defense game, whatever you want to call it, around Starship Troopers, and you basically like build your bases and like if you know what Starship Troopers are, the huge bugs come and you like have to defend it against them and shit. It looked amazing. I will be. It says it comes out in 2020. I will be getting that fucking game because I love real time strategy games. They're probably my favorite because I'm a huge nerd, and that shit is like the funnest. I just love like build a base, defend it, or attack a base. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, Lunar, I've already escaped prison. Not in actually, I mean in the video game. I've escaped prison once before, so I'm pretty sure we could do it again. But yeah, I seen that on Twitter today. I was like, holy fuck, this looks amazing. I want this game right now. I would buy it right now. I don't even know the company that made it. Supposedly, the more that I looked into it or whatever, um, all they make is real time strategy games. So they obviously know what the fuck they're doing, hopefully. So, um, I, one of the things I wanted to talk about today was, um, it, it's, it, it's like becoming more and more clear to me every fucking day, or at least as I get older or whatever, how like oh shit, yeah, you're right. I seen a sneak preview thing on Twitter. I didn't watch it because I thought it was already out. Dude, I might wait until they put out the whole season and then just watch all of Vikings all at once. I'm having a hard time. Like on The Mandalorian, I'm already 2 episodes behind. Um, Like I don't I don't know. This sounds weird because like mathematically your brain is going to go, "Huh? That doesn't even make sense." It's actually for some reason easier for me to sit down and watch like 3 or 4 episodes at a time than it is to have me watch to for me to sit down and watch one. I know your brain is like, "Huh? That doesn't even make sense." I know. I know. I just maybe two at a time. Like I don't know. I don't. No, don't do that. Why would you do that? That's not nice. Don't spoil it. Don't do that. I mean, honestly, pretty much everybody I like, they've killed already. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, I don't fucking care. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to know how it ends. Do you see what I'm saying? All my people are dead. What are you going to spoil? Oh, did you know so and so died? I didn't really care about them, so I'm okay with it. Did you know they brought Ragnar back from the dead? They did? Yeah, then they killed him. Oh, you know what I mean? Now that would make me mad. They can't bring him back from the dead. They don't have that kind of power. Anyway, that would be weird if, like last episode, they figure out how to bring him back and it. Um, you're waiting for Rolo to come back. Are you all the way through season 5? Are you done with it? Cause I don't want to do spoilers. Vikings is a really good show. I just wish somebody else would have made it. It would have been way better of a show. Nothing against History Channel. History Channel's a fine station or whatever, but if somebody else would have made it, it would have been way better. I don't know. I've even though I've never played a Witcher game, I feel like Witcher will probably surpass um, Vikings. You know what I mean? Like I have a weird feeling. Oh, you have 2 more episodes? Well, then I definitely don't want to talk anymore about season 5 because yeah. Um, I have a feeling Witcher is going to be like Netflix's version of Game of Thrones. Like that's just my feeling. They've already ordered season 2. Season 1 hasn't even aired yet. 18 or 19? Okay, yeah. And I think those end well, the seasons 4 and 5 they did a weird thing. They did part 1, part 2, each part has 10 episodes, which really threw me off. So there's like 20 episodes per season basically, but they didn't want to do 1 through 20. So they must have, when they originally aired, they must have done a thing where it was like part 1 and then there was a break, like a hiatus for a little while, and then they put out part 2. I don't know. No, he doesn't come back. Or he does. I don't know. I don't know. Like you just I don't know. I never really liked Rolo, to be honest. They should have killed that son of a bitch when they had the chance. You know what I mean? I did because YouTube does the whole algorithm thing or whatever. It started showing me Vikings like videos and shit. Do you know all those people are like real fucking people? Like they really existed in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like no, I'm not telling you. I don't do that. I don't give a shit. Somebody could be like, "Oh, I need to know. How does it end?" I'm not telling you. Oh, tell me, you son of a bitch. I'm not telling you. I'm not. I'm just not. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It could be like zombie apocalypse, and we're looking out on millions of hordes of zombies like overtaking the fortress, and you're like, "Tell me how season 5 ends. Tell me." I'm like, "Nope, I'm not doing it." You could watch that shit in heaven or hell or I don't know, or you could just die not knowing. Oh shit. I mean it's pretty good. I like the show. I like um I don't know. I just think somebody else should have made it. It probably like it's like one of those things like it's a strong like B show. You know what I mean? Like it's got a good grade, it's a B, but if somebody else would have made that shit, it would have been an A. You know what I mean? It's okay. I don't care. As I'm falling, I would just shoot myself so I don't turn into a zombie. You know what I mean? It's fine. Look, I'm making plans for shit that never happens. That's totally me too. Like, well, if this happens, this is what I'm gonna do. That shit never. Excuse me. That shit never happens. But see, I got sidetracked. One of the original fucking things that I wanted to talk about today was I noticed over the weekend. Um, I noticed a few things, but one of the main things I noticed is, and this has like been an ongoing thing for me as I'm getting older and shit, is I think okay, this sounds like a thing that everybody knows, but maybe doesn't know or some shit. I think everybody is like fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody has like I know I'm gonna say like general shit, like has their own like fucked up issues and their own fucked up problems, right? Like they just have problems. You know what I mean? But they think they're the only one um that has them, if that makes any sense. And um I wish I knew of a way to fucking tell people, you know what I mean? Like you're not the only like all of us fucking feel that way or you know what I mean? Like it's just weird cuz like we're all individuals and we think on an individual level. You know what I mean? And I think people walk around and I think part of it is just I noticed there's like a lot of like just miserable ass people. You know what I mean? Like they're just fucking miserable and you can tell they like all the shit that they fucking say and do. It's like I don't know, it's kind of like that it's like that fucking part in the if you ever seen the movie Goodwill Hunting when he's when what was his name? Oh, Robin Williams. When Robin Williams is fucking talking and he's like, you know, Will, this isn't your fault. And Will's like, I know. You know what I mean? You'd have to see that part, but I feel like there's a shit ton of fucking like miserable ass people, right? And instead of like figuring out why they're fucking miserable and why they feel like shit on the inside, it's just easier to fucking go around and make other people feel like shit. Do you see what I'm saying? And I don't I don't know, like and believe like I fucking get it because for me, there was like a huge chunk of my life that like well not a huge chunk, like probably 5 years or so. That's a decent chunk. A decent amount of time where I fucking felt like shit. I guess the difference is I don't remember going out of my way to be a fucking dick to people just because I felt like shit. You know what I mean? Like I just kept to myself, and I don't know. But eventually, like I was like, hey, I fucking feel like shit. I fucking need to do something. You know what I mean? And I just don't fucking um and maybe because like I've came through the other side or not that I'm like super wise or anything like obviously I'm not. I'm a fucking idiot, but I just don't I just don't it's not I understand. At the end of the day, you being a dick to somebody else, right? whether they deserve it or not. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just can't believe that it actually like makes you feel any type of better. And I think it would just be um not necessarily easier. Uh I don't know, like I think it would be better to just walk around and be like, I feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like faking it, you know what I mean? And then just doing horrible shit to other people to make yourself feel better. Does that make sense? Like, obviously I don't have it figured out. Like I have days where I'm like, oh, you know, whatever, but I don't fucking take it out on other people. You see what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people are fucking like walking around and they think everybody else is like, you know, that part in fucking Cinderella where all the fucking birds and shit are fucking, you know what I mean? And they think everybody's life is great. It's just them that shit is fucked up. But it's fucked up for everybody. It's fucked up for everybody. You know what I mean? We all got our own shit. Yo, what's up, Brooks? How you doing today? I'd ask you about your Thanksgiving, but you guys don't do Thanksgiving. But anyway, um, and like I don't know, man. Like I just it kind of blows my mind because it's like I would be physically exhausted if I just had to go around and be a dick to everybody all day. Like I don't know. I just want to like almost just like grab fucking people and be like, "Hey, I get it. You feel like shit on the inside. So do all of us." You know what I mean? Like you're not the only one. I don't know. And there wasn't a specific fucking thing or comment or I don't know. Uh there wasn't one like thing that made me realize that. Oh, you're sick, Rooks? Oh man, I hate being sick. That shit's horrible. If I get sick, I'm gonna blame you. That feels like there should be a thing called like internet flu. You know what I mean? I don't know. We could make it up. It's the internet flu. How'd you get sick? Oh, I was playing video games with some dude online. He was in like the UK and he was sick and then I got sick. Oh shit, you got that internet flu. Shit's it's heinous. But then it would get turned around into something else. I don't know. I don't really have the answer. Uh, I just really get the impression from a lot of people that they think everybody else has shit figured out. And I know I've said this before. Nobody has anything figured out. Nobody. No. They might convince you that they've got it figured out. They don't know shit. Nobody knows anything. Um, yeah, your germs got through the microphone. Exactly. Exactly. But I don't know. I wish I had the answer. And it's kind of funny like this at the age I am now. I don't know. A huge chunk of my life I thought like obviously I knew people didn't have shit figured out, but I had the feeling like oh, everybody was just happy all the fucking time. But that's not the case either. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I think it's okay if you're not happy to fucking just be like, I'm not happy. And that's okay. Do you see what I'm saying? So, um, I don't know. And I don't know if that shit comes from like because people look at other people and they're like, oh well, he's got this and he's got this and he's got or she's got that and blah 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 blah. And man, like I say this shit all the time. it's almost like fucking kindergarten or first grade or whatever. Like, keep your eyes on your own fucking paper. You know what I mean? Like, they just because they like have a fucking car or a house or fucking, I don't know, or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean they got everything fucking figured out. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. It's okay. Like, we're we're all fucking fucked up people with all our own fucked up issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, some some of that shit goes back to childhood. Some people weren't hugged as a kid. Some people were hugged too much. You know what I mean? Like, um, and that's okay. But um, I don't know. Part of it is I know I had like an interaction with somebody, and they were telling me, oh, this and that and this and that. And I was like thinking to myself, why is any of that important? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, none of the shit that you're saying right now matters for shit. You know what I mean? At least not to me. Like, why, just because so and so has this thing, or like, what the fuck? Like, that doesn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, especially like possessional items. I don't fucking get it. I mean, yeah, Lunar, like, but like, it's weird too because like you could raise two kids in the same exact environment. You know what I mean? One ends up fucking, a fucking astronaut. The other one ends up sucking dick for quarters. You know what I mean? Same fucking parents, same environment, same, love the same, taking all the soccer practices, or vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, you could raise two kids in a fucking crack den. You know what I mean? One ends up fucking smoking crack. The other one ends up being a fucking CEO of a Fortune 500 company. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I just I wish I could explain it better, but over like the 4-day weekend, it's almost like, okay, so just bear with me. This is gonna sound stupid. I already know. It's kind of like you're like walking in this huge group of people, right? And you notice, oh shit, I'm a zombie. I just now realized I'm a fucking zombie, right? Like brains, eat people, zombie, right? And then you like look around, holy shit, everybody else is a fucking zombie too. This is crazy. That's kind of the epiphany that I had. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, holy shit, there are some like really horrible fucking people doing insane, horrible shit to other people. Like, why? Like, what the fuck is the point in that? And then it kind of dawned on me. Oh, it's because they feel like shit on the inside. You know what I mean? Because like, what else? I mean, yeah. I mean, assholes are assholes, but I think even deep down, assholes like. What's the fucking Adam Sandler movie? Maybe it's Big Daddy or whatever. And like, he's like, he says to the guy like, he says some shit like, hey man, I know you're going through some stuff, like, just call home, talk to your dad or some shit like that. And the guy's like, you don't know nothing about me. And then like he walks away a little farther and is like, yeah, dad, why do you say these things or some shit like that. And I feel like that's kind of what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just, it kind of baffles, I'm kind of baffled, but also at the same time, um, um, I kind of like, I get it now and I see it. Um, I don't think Big Daddy's a sad movie. I mean, there's a sad part to it. But I don't think overall it's a sad movie. It's like one of the few Adam Sandler movies that I've yeah, the goth dude. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that shit's funny. I don't know. It's just like a moment that I had over the weekend where I realized, oh, okay. So it's not just me, it's fucking everybody. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've ever had that moment where you just like looked around and you were like, "Oh, I get it. I fucking get it." You know what I mean? Um yeah, it's one of the few Adam Sandler movies that I like really enjoy. Like I don't like I mean Billy Madison's okay, like once you watch it once, you know what I'm saying? Uh Kangaroo song. Ah. I mean, he's got a new movie coming out. I forget the name of it, but he's like a gangster or some shit. I actually want to see it. It looks really fucking good. I think he does. Like a lot of people talk shit, and they're like, "Oh, I don't like him as a serious actor," but he's done a couple movies like more serious that are fucking amazing. Like I think he has the ability to do it. There's a movie called Punch Drunk Love. Um, that's fucking great with him and Philip Seymour Hoffman. Like he gets in an argument with Philip Seymour Hoffman over the phone. Oh fuck. I I don't know if it's meant to be funny, but I laugh so fucking hard every time I watch that part of the movie. Um I don't know. Good shit. And like no, I mean no, I don't know if he's really done anything uh comedy wise that I thought, "Oh shit." You know what I mean? I mean, he's made a shit ton of movies. Those Netflix movies paid him a lot. You know what I mean? Like, and it's funny too because he I've seen interviews with him. He is a extremely shy dude, and you can see it when he does like when he gets out in front of a crowd, which is weird because he did stand up, but I don't know. I really feel like Punch Punch Drunk Love is probably like one of his better shit. He also did another movie where like his family died in 9/11, which it's pretty good up until like almost the end, and then it just gets weird. I don't understand. I don't know if they ran out of money or like it just ends like, oh, that's the ending, like, or is there a intermission or what is going on? You know what I mean? It's just weird. But in the beginning, it's really good. But yeah, I don't know how to do like okay for me like when some shit happens or whatever. I always ask myself, how is this fucking important? You know what I mean? Like if something happens and I'm upset or something happens and I'm like, okay, how is this important? And then 99% of the time I'm like, oh yeah, this is stupid. This is not important. It doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? And then I just fucking go on about my day. You know what I mean? But I think sometimes people shit happens and like people are upset for 2 fucking weeks. You know what I mean? About the old lady that cut in front of them at the deli. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean it's because they're all friends and they like working with each other. And it's one of those things I notice it in Hollywood. Once you get to a certain like status level or whatever, and you can pick and choose the people you work with, like those people choose the same people over and over and over again because I mean, think about it. Like it's kind of like your job. Well, if you have a job, like if you get to be like president or CEO, like you get to name all the people that you want. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of the same fucking deal. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you don't want to work with fucking Brad in accounting because you don't fucking get along with it. You know what I mean? Like you want to like bring in Jeremy because he's dope and he gets you the hookup on those special brownies. You know what I mean? Like okay, not like that, but you see what I'm saying? But if you'll look, like a lot of directors like use the same actors. You see what I'm saying? Like, uh, well, I mean that's true too. But also like so the way like okay those types of films are made, right? Um, you're going off and you're well, I mean 3 months. Sometimes it's 4 months. Sometimes it's 6 months. Uh, like trilogy movies, that's like a chunk of like 4 years of your life or whatever. You know what I mean? So like once you've worked with some, let's say you just go off and you make a movie. 3 months um, is is really a short amount of time. Um, all those actors and stuff aren't always together. You know what I mean? Some of them are there for part of the times. Like, have you ever watched a movie and um, like some scenes you're watching and you're like, man, the chemistry these actors have is like fucking off the charts. And then you watch other scenes in the movie and you're like, I'm just not feeling it. Like, I don't know what happened because probably what happened is they both showed up and they really didn't know each other. They really didn't click together in the very beginning, but towards the end of the 3 months, they've spent some time, they've had some dinners together, they fucking hung out a little bit on set, and now they're like closer just on a human to human level. So like the acting is better. Does that make sense? Um at least that's how I envision it. So like directors and shit, like they work with a certain actor for like 3 months or 4 months or 6 months or whatever, and then they want to make another movie, and they're like, "Well, I've already worked with Brad Pitt for 3 months, and like we hung out and we talked and we got shit and we kind of clicking. We should just do it again." You know what I mean? Like, I think that's just how that shit works. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I know people that like make independent, like super independent movies, like not even like, hey, we have $1 million independent movie, which in Hollywood, $1 million is nothing. You know what I mean? I know people that like basically like they get a little bit of money together, you know what I mean? A few $1,000s, and they're like, hey, like, let's fucking make a movie. And they do the same shit. If you look, it's the same people. Like they have actor friends, or you know what I mean, and they just say, "Hey, this is my new thing that I'm working on. You know, do you want a fucking part in it?" You know what I'm saying? Like, um, my a friend of mine, he made a short, and uh, I haven't seen it yet. He's being, I don't know, he he kind of wants me to see it, but he doesn't. But anyway, I'm in it. Um, and like he was like, dude, now that we're done with this one, I already know what the next one is. Like, will you do it again? And I was like, yeah, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, this shit's kind of just fun, just for fun. But I don't know. Whenever he finally shows it to me, if he's cool, like I'll share it. It was kind of fun to go and uh do that kind of shit. I don't know. I don't know how we got on acting. Good shit, chat. Good shit. But that's why like Scorsese works with like De Niro. You know what I mean? Like he's worked with him a shit ton of times. Like he could just be like, "Hey Bob, I need you to do that thing." You know what I mean? And Bob, Robert De Niro, whatever. Um, is like, oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about and can do it. Do you see what I'm saying? As to where like with somebody brand new, you got to explain all the shit and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like when you work next to, I don't know, like if you worked at McDonald's and you work next to Brad at the fucking at the is it do they call it the fry station? Where's when they make the French fries, whatever that place is called, the deep fryer, whatever. And you're like, hey, do the thing, and he knows exactly what you're talking about because you guys got like a fucking shorthand or some shit. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh shit. I don't know. I don't. Like I said, I don't have all the shit figured out. Did anybody see the um what's the name of Scorsese's new shit on Netflix? Oh, The Irishman. Has anybody seen that yet? If so, like I haven't watched it. I want to watch it because I actually like Scorsese. Like I like pretty much all his burger joint. Yeah, like if you worked at a burger joint, uh, not like a joint made out of burgers, like a like I don't know, maybe that's old people talk. You know, like a restaurant that serves burgers. You never heard of a burger joint? What? Is that like soda pop? How in the Midwest they call it soda pop or soda. In other places they call it caffeinated beverages or whatever. I don't know what the fuck they call it. Nobody's seen The Irishman yet though. Damn, that can't be good. It's weird to me though, like I don't get it personally. Um but they it's like the fourth or fifth movie I've seen Netflix do this. They put it on Netflix obviously cuz they made it, and they also put it in theaters. Oh, you know what? Oh, you're just what? Giving me a hard time about it? That's fine. No, it's fine. Like how are they making money? Like I wonder, I'd have to pull it up. Sorry, I have the hiccups. Um I'd have to pull it up, but I wonder. Yeah, but that's kind of how Scorsese movies are, though, Lunar. Not that they're boring. I would never say that. But there's they sometimes are like just slow paced. A lot of character development. You know what I mean? In my opinion, which I like. But that's the thing. Like I kind of have to be in the mood for a Scorsese movie. Do you see what I'm saying? No, I don't know. I am gonna watch it. I don't know why they're. I guess not everybody at this point. I don't even know if I know another human being that doesn't have Netflix. Like in my personal life, I can't think of a single person. Like even my parents have Netflix. You know what I mean? They don't watch it very much. They ask me. Yeah, I actually went to the gym a few times, if you can believe that shit, over the 4 day. I didn't go today because my body's still fucking sore. But I I I knew, it's Thanksgiving. You're gonna eat a lot of fucking food. There's pumpkin pie. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Yeah, but all Scorsese movies are 3 hours long. At least most of them. 325. That's almost Tarantino. That's like a Tarantino movie. Shit. If Tarantino could just do whatever the fuck he wanted, Tarantino would make 5 hour movies. I already know. I already know. You know what I mean? He'd make like he'd make some shit where you gotta like show up for a week. You know what I mean? This movie is 7 days long. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of pumpkin pie, but everybody else is, so I'm like, okay, it is what it is. Don't you guys in the UK have something like what's Boxing Day? That's like Christmas for you guys, right? I mean, it's pie. Like, you know what I mean? It's not shit pie. I don't know. I enjoy a good pumpkin pie. That's just me though. A little Cool Whip on the top or whatever that shit is. Uh, not icing. Whatever that stuff is called. I just call it Cool Whip. But yeah, one day I went to the gym and I was like, holy fuck, how many fucking people is in this fucking place? You know what I mean? And then I went the next day and I was the only fucking person in there. And I was like, where the fuck were all, and I went at the same time. The day after Christmas. So what's Boxing Day? Like what is that? I maybe I don't understand. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a day. Hey, it's Boxing Day. Because Christmas is like unboxing day? Because you're unboxing all this? I don't know. I know like every culture does like weird shit. You know what I mean? Like we all have our like unusual holidays and shit. And Americans just fucking have to make everything like a fucking extravaganza. Which is fine. But yeah, I started trying to go to the gym a couple times a week. I, I fucking I actually like when I leave, I actually do feel better. You know what I mean? Like it's the next day, like my body's sore and like I'm like, why did I do that? That was horrible. But it's um I don't know. When I was a kid, like for sports and shit, um, I'd always like not want to go. You know what I mean? I'd always try and make up like, an excuse. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I think I broke my finger. Like, you're still going. I have the flu. You know what I mean? Like, I'd always try and make up an excuse. But once my parents took me and like I was there with my friends and shit, like I always had a good time. And then my mom would be like, "See, I told you if you just showed up, you'd have fun." And I feel like that's what the gym is like for me. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, ah, if I can go to the gym, fuck. But then once I get there and like start working out a little bit and shit, I'm like, all right, this is that bad. And then once I leave, I'm like, yeah, feeling pretty good and shit. And now, like the next day is like, my body is like, what the fuck did you do to us? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And it actually is getting better each time. You know what I'm saying? So like the first couple times you go to the gym, at least to me, it it's like I don't know, almost like the worst thing you like. You have sore spots on like you're like I'm pretty sure there's not even a muscle right here. Why is this sore? You know what I mean? Like, and at least for me it was, and like now it's getting to the point where I don't feel fucking like um every like muscle or you know what I'm saying, like it slowly gets better. I don't know cuz like you always see like the super in shape people, you know what I mean, like the people like when I went one day there was a woman running pretty much at full fucking speed, you know what I'm saying, like I didn't even know the treadmill could go that fast and she's just running as fast as she can. And I get there, I do all my like workout for the day, right? I'm there for like an hour and a half. And the whole time, she's running at a dead sprint for an hour and a half. And I'm just like, fuck, you gotta be in like amazing fucking shape to do some shit like that. You know what I mean? If I would have even got on the, you ever see the like the gym fail videos and shit where the dude like turns up the fucking treadmill and then he like tries to jump on and start running, but then he like flips over and gets knocked over and through the wall of the ladies' restroom. You know what I mean? I feel like that would be me if I tried some shit like that. And she's just like, it's not even like, because you know, like I get on the treadmill and it's like, it sounds like you should call 911 for me. You know what I mean? And she's just running, not a fucking care in the world. Like Jason is behind her. You know what I mean? Just fucking running, no big deal. And I'm like, fuck. You know what I mean? And maybe she's like a triathlon athlete or some gold medal fucking runner, and I just don't fucking know it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't necessarily want to be in that shape. I mean, if that happened, that would be cool, but um, I don't know. That shit just it just fucking blows. I mean, it probably helps her in the fact that she's probably like 90 pounds the whole thing. You know what I mean? And I'm like 280, so like obviously I'm not gonna run like that, or it would take me a really long time and like 100-pound weight loss to fucking. But at my height, I can't weigh. I can't weigh. If I showed up, uh, I know if I got under 240, I would look like uh I don't know, like those pictures of the people that like survived the Holocaust. You know what I mean? Like that's how I would look. So, but even then, I don't know if I'd want to fucking run like that for an hour and a half. But I started the row machine. I kind of like it. It's kind of weird though, cause like you're rowing, but there's like no water. You're just I don't know. It's kind of weird. It feels weird to me, but I like that exercise. You know what I mean? And I like not like lift weights. Like you know how the dudes put like 9,000 pounds on each side and they're in there. Not like that, but like I lift weights a little bit and I don't know. I fucking I feel like your body like wants some kind of physical activity, if that makes sense. Like it, I don't know. Have you ever been sitting for long? Not a long period of time, but like you're just sitting and you're like watching TV or whatever, or maybe you're playing video games, or I don't know. Uh, Maybe you're reading a book. I don't even know if people do that anymore. But uh, and you're just like, hey, I just want to get up and like do something. I don't know if you ever feel that way. I do. Uh, uh Not a lot. I wouldn't say a lot, but on a regular basis, like if I'm watching TV, I'll just like get up and go downstairs and like talk to my girl for a while and just stand there. Like, I don't know. I don't even know. Does anybody, I mean, there has to be other people that go to the gym. Obviously, when I go there, I'm not the only person. I don't. All right, Lunar. I don't. I lifting weights kind of makes sense to me. Like, I don't necessarily want to like run the whole fucking time. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't cuz I feel like I mean obviously it's good for you, but you got to find the shit that you like doing while you're there because if you just do shit you hate the whole fucking time, I mean obviously the people that like get in shape for like Olympics and shit, they're spending a lot of times doing shit they probably don't like. You know what I mean? But I feel like if you're going to like try and get in shape and try and you have to find the few things that you actually kind of enjoy. And for me, I started running um a little bit, you know what I mean? I don't necessarily like it, but it's a pretty good exercise. But like the row machine, I actually kind of like it. It, like I said, it feels weird because there's like you're rowing and there's no. I feel like it almost feels like I'm a mime. You know what I mean? Like I feel like hey, I'm pretending I'm on a boat and I'm rowing. You know what I mean? And I feel like I look like a complete fucking idiot, which I probably do. But I still kind of like it. You know what I'm saying? And then like the lifted weights, I don't know. And that's prison. Uh, I know where that comes from because all that time, you know, lifted like you don't have much else shit to do. So like, let's just go lift weights. It'll kill some time. You know what I mean? And it's also like a test. I guess that's how the runners probably look at it too. Because for like me, I look at it like oh, last time I lifted this much. Let's see if I can do better this time. You know what I mean? So you're trying to like you're trying to like better yourself each time or each go. You know what I mean? And um I don't know. I just like that. Like trying to do better. And obviously like you don't always do better the next time, but it's like trying uh it's like the attempt to try and do better each time. If that I know that probably doesn't make sense. But um oh, on a like a side note, I've seen somebody on Twitter. Hold on, let me. I've seen somebody on Twitter actually talking about the same kind of idea that I was talking about. Um, it was somebody that had just recently switched from Twitch to Mixer, and um, they were talking about doing almost the same exact thing that I was talking about doing, but just slightly in a different way. So it's not exactly it. Um, but they were setting up a Patreon uh, for their Mixer because they had I don't know if they're partnered on Twitch. I know they're affiliate. Well, they can get subs, so they're at least affiliate. I don't know if they're a partner, but they were setting up their Patreon to be like um, a sub button for Mixer, if that makes sense. And I don't know. I like that idea. So I know last stream we talked about setting up Patreon. Excuse me. I just don't know. One, I don't know how to do that. I mean, obviously, it can't be that fucking hard. Millions of people do it, but and then we could set up live streams like these uh, specifically for certain like for the Patreons or whatever. And I don't know if you guys know Tag. It goes by the Ancient Gamer, but Tag or whatever. He tagged me on Twitter and was like, "Hey, I am gonna do a stream and I can show you how to do that or whatever." So I don't know when that was because I fucking forgot. Hopefully he reminds me again. Um, that's another thing too. Like I'm really horrible at remembering shit, and I think sometimes people take that shit personally. You know what I mean? Cause oh, E, if you fucking cared about me at all, you would fucking remember. I don't. Yeah, but I'm fucking horrible at remembering shit, and if I don't, cause you know how on your phone. Yeah, look. I don't know if you can see this. I fucked up my phone really bad. But anyway, I fucking set the uh, like reminders on my phone. That's how I. That's the only way I can fucking remember shit. But yeah, I fucked up my phone like hardcore. Um, shit. What was the point of that? Oh, just remembering shit. And I know, was it last week? Yeah, last week we only did 2 streams, and I should have did one on Friday. Yeah, I know. I fucked it up. That's the phone that I slammed in the door. I fucked it up really bad. But I so I didn't stream on Friday. I don't even really remember. Um, I don't really remember why. Um, it's not like anything huge came up. Um, trying to think. I just don't think I was feeling it. Oh, oh, no, that was Wednesday. Oh, that's right. I did a stream on Mixer, which I need to. I don't know. See, I need to set up a bot for these streams, and then it'll put the link for the Mixer on there. I need to see. That's another thing, cause see, I don't write it down and I fucking forget later. But I need to get like better at setting up all the like extra shit that goes on, you know what I mean, like bots and shit like that. But I get fucking sidetracked with stupid shit, and then I fucking forget to do it. And then I think about it and I'm like, "Oh shit, that's right." But I don't know if this ever happens to you, like you could be hammering a nail and being like, "Oh, that's right. Um uh I need to make a dentist appointment." And it's like the most inappropriate time to do that shit. I started out playing a little bit of Division 1, and then I played Realm Royale with JD and his group of um for the people that don't know, Samurai underscore JD on Twitch or whatever, like he is a Realm Royale player, but he's like on a whole fucking another level when it comes to that fucking game. Like that dude was getting like 15 kills a game, and I was getting like one. You know what I mean? And then we were in squads together, and his other two people that he plays with normally, we had a game. We had a game with 39 fucking kills. I had one. One. And we came in second. But the rest of those guys had 38 kills between them. I had one. You know what I mean? I'm just not good at like those kind of PvP kind of games. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just not good at it. So, and like I have these great ideas of like, oh man, we should do like a double stream day where, and maybe, honestly, now that I think about it, over the Christmas break for 2 weeks, we might do like a morning Mixer stream and then like a night YouTube stream. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't I don't want to commit because I don't want to let people down. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I told him straight up, like, I'm not good at this shit. You know what I mean? But they're really good. And I shot a lot of people, but I just didn't kill them. Do you see what I'm saying? I didn't chicken them. Or, I mean, I did chicken them, and then somebody else would kill them. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I shot a shit ton of people. I just didn't get fucking kills. Hey, man, I'm trying to fucking. I'm trying to convince you that I'm better than I am. No, I don't know. When I was a kid, like we didn't have um like competitive gaming just wasn't a fucking thing. I never really got into it. You know what I mean? Like the only competitive shit really when I was a kid was like the first Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean? Like that was the first video game that like and maybe Street Fighter that were like, "Oh, let's fight your friends." Yeah, absolutely. And like I was fairly decent um like Halo 3 player. Like not great, but a good support player. You know what I mean? I don't know, like, um, yo, Shady, what's up, man? Aren't you at work? You should get off your phone when you're working. No, what's up, man? How are you? How'd you like that what did I bring you? Uh shit. I on Saturday, I went up to Shady's work and I brought him oh, spaghetti squash with chicken alfredo and little bits of chicken in it with chicken alfredo sauce. How was it? You are at work? Well, don't get in trouble. We need you to keep that job. But you destroyed it. I was gonna say she made that, and then she said she put a couple pieces of fudge in there. I know, right? Spaghetti squash is the shit. We have one more. We have one more squash or spaghetti squash. It's actually kind of cool. Like it's like I don't know. It's kind of like a deformed like or pumpkin in a way. Like it's kind of like that melony, and then like you cut it in half and you like put it in the oven and bake it for like 40 minutes or some shit. And then you take a fork and then like scrape out all the guts and it makes spaghetti. And then you just add whatever sauce or whatever shit you want to add to it. Like it's really fucking good. I'm a fan of spaghetti squash. But not that you need to know this. I'm gonna tell you in advance. Like it's super high in fiber, right? So, and if you don't know this, high doses of fiber will make you shit. So, uh, you've been forewarned. If you eat a bunch of spaghetti squash, it's like really high in fiber and it will make you shit a lot. But it's fucking delicious. And like, cause I'm trying to like not eat a bunch of garbage all the time. Like, it's very low, or what's it? I don't know how to like for the calories that you get from it, like all of them are like good calories or whatever, if that makes sense. Like it has a shit ton of vitamins, and like I said, it has like it's just good for you in general. Yes, I should have told you that, but I forgot. I did give you a stomach bomb. Yeah, yeah. We're talking about spaghetti squash, and she put a little like Cajun seasoning on it, so it had just a little bit of kick to it. Not like super spicy, but like just enough to where it wasn't like you were eating, hospital fucking bland ass food. You know what I mean? Shit. That reminds me. My other kid, Shady, if you don't know, is my oldest kid. My youngest kid got a fucking job. I think he starts work tomorrow. So, haha. All right, love you too, dude. Have a good day. Stay out of trouble, or don't get caught. That was always the advice my parents gave me. You know what I mean? Don't do stupid shit, but if you're going to do it, don't get caught. Yeah, I was thinking about this today. It made me laugh when I thought about it. He is uh um what's that fucking you may not have them in California, but I think they're nationwide. It's like Tractor Supply or whatever. Like they fucking sell everything. You know what I mean? Like they fuck obviously they sell tractors, you know what I mean? It's in their fucking name. Uh it's that kind of place. You see what I'm saying? Like, so, and yes, we do get a discount. And yes, I will be using it. And yes, I will. No, I won't use it for you. I was gonna say yes, I would, but we both know that I wouldn't do that. So, because I don't want to fuck it up for myself. It's not even really that much of a discount, but still. But they literally like. I told him I was like, it's actually a good fucking job for you because they sell food, they sell clothes, they sell automotive shit. They pretty much sell everything that you would need to survive. You know what I mean? And you get a discount there. Like that's everything like a young dude out on his own or you know what I mean? Like that's all you need. All in one fucking place. So but what I was thinking about I was thinking today, um, obviously Shady's about to be 19. Uh Jay is about to be he's about to be 18. And I was thinking, man, you know what the scariest fucking thing about having grown kids is? Having to start all over again. You know what I mean? Like that would just be yeah, he's 17. He's going to be 18 here pretty soon. But I'm 45. Like I would not want to fucking start all over again. Like that would be like oh my god. It'd be so horrible. You know what I mean? To have to raise another kid. Like I love my kids, don't get me wrong. I mean, sometimes they're assholes, but they're teenagers. It's kind of, this is kind of how that goes. I was an asshole. Shit, I was an asshole up until my mid 20s. So, early 20s. Mid 20s. Uh, but if I had to fucking start all over, fuck. I'd be raising kids into my fucking 60s. Fuck that. Fuck that. Like you see those fucking like news reports where like an 85-year-old man fathered a kid. You know what I mean? Why? Why? You're not gonna see that kid grow. You're not even gonna be there to fucking like fuck that. Didn't like Hugh Hefner or somebody fucking have a kid like when he was like 75 or some shit? Fuck that. I couldn't do it. No. But then again, I guess Hugh Hefner, like, he just has a kid and then he pays somebody else to take care of it. It's not like he has to, like, worry about day to day fucking operations of raising a kid. You know what I mean? And whoever he had kids with was probably, like, in her 30s or some shit like that. I don't know. I just had that thought today, like, man, I'm almost done. I would hate to have to fucking start all over. Especially because like we're trying to plan what the next phase of our lives look like, once you're not worried about like day to day, like what's your kid doing? Is he trying to start a fire? Is he trying to throw with the friend off the top of the house? You know what I mean? Like, but I mean, okay, so once they get to a certain age, I know Hef died, but I'm pretty sure like he fathered a kid in his 70s or some shit. And like I guess that's just a legacy kid. Like you don't even know your dad cuz if like when's your earliest memory? Like 5, 6 years old? You know what I mean? So your dad's 80 years old. I don't know. I personally wouldn't want to do that. That's just me though. I mean, see, the good thing about having kids when you're like relatively young, right, is by the time they're like get to adult and they're off, like you still have a decent chunk of your life left. I mean, obviously, like I could fucking walk outside, get shot in the face, and then I'm dead, and like, it's over. But if you go by like, you know, the wishful thinking of dying in your sleep in your 80s or whatever, you know what I mean? Um, if you have kids relatively young, you know what I'm saying? Um, you can have like the whole like Jax is 33, 34, one of those. So her her youngest kid will be 18, and like she if she gets to 80, dies in her bed, she still has like 40 years of her life left. Do you see what I'm saying? So like, yeah, having kids young is hard. um and like that sounds selfish, uh or it kind of sounds selfish, but like it's your fucking life. And like, even if having kids was the number one thing you wanted to do, I don't know, like, I don't know anybody else that doesn't have other shit that they wanted to do with their life. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, most of us don't have kids intentionally. You know what I mean? Like, kids are just like, I don't know, oops, fuck trophies. You know what I'm saying? Like, most kids. I mean, there are people that actually like plan to have kids and they, but I would think they're the minority. So most people, uh, which is me and her, you know what I mean? Like, we didn't intend to have fucking kids. So, and I love them and I'm glad that we did. But at the same time, like, I want, I want it to be over too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And it's kind of weird too, because, um, we're, like I said, we're trying to figure out like what do we want to do next. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I don't think we necessarily have it figured out. And like, it's okay because I anybody who knows me, I'm not a great planner to begin with. I don't and I don't like having everything planned out. Um, I like shit to just kind of flow sometimes and like just be, if that makes sense. I know you have to make plans. Like, I get that, and but for me, me personally, through most of my life, through at least my adult life, I just kind of fucking just wing it. You know what I mean? And for whatever reason, I'm still alive. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean like I wing it like, oh, there's an electrical line in that puddle. I'll just walk through it and I'll be fine. I don't mean it like just stupidly. I just mean, um like, oh, I will just, like, part of me, and this is one of the things that we've been talking about, part of me wants to just fucking sell everything, right? That, and then keep whatever sentimental shit that we have, right? Sell fucking everything and just fucking travel for a year. I would love that. I would love that. I mean, but you got to plan and like organize and do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just like one day do that. Like, you have to plan ahead. Um, Part of me would like to just like sell this fucking, because we don't need this fucking house. Like, everybody that lived here will be gone, so we don't need this fucking house. So sell this fucking house, either buy a smaller house or build a smaller house or just buy a piece of fucking property and like, I don't know. It's not like, I don't know. I like that there's options. You see what I'm saying? But I've fucking lived in Indiana like my whole fucking life, and I'm ready to fucking go other places. Not that people in Indiana are horrible. I mean, people are people no matter where the fuck you go. Like, so that doesn't matter. And but I want to go and see other shit and interact with other people, if that makes sense. Um, hey, I'm not opposed. Like you're talking shit, but dude, like legitimately, if because I told Jax this, right? There's a thing called it's called like van life, right? If you fucking like just type that in, don't do it right now. All right, Rooks, thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate you. Get some sleep. Tomorrow is a new day. Um, but if you like Google van life, like that's a thing. People do that. Like, and I told Jax like you realize if anything happened to you, once Jay turns 18, I sell fucking everything. I buy a van and I fucking like I don't deck it out like the A-Team van or nothing. You know what I mean? But I make it comfortable to fucking and I live in that bitch for probably a couple years until I figure out what I do with the rest of my life. And I travel and I live in a city and then um I work in that city for a little bit, or if I don't like it there, I fucking leave and go somewhere. Do they Lunar, do they like work jobs or like how do they, cuz when you live like alternative lifestyle, you know what I mean? Because everybody just assumes like everybody works like a 9 to 5 job or some shitty job, but there's a shit ton of ways to make money. And when you're like in a van or you're in that kind of life, you don't need a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you're by yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm I know we talked about this on stream not too long ago, maybe a few weeks ago. I'm I fucking they work like normal jobs. But see, you could do that too. And but if you don't have to have like a super great job, you could just fucking and they use gym. Yeah, that's what I would do. Because my gym is open 24 hours a day and they have showers in them. And you could park wherever for the most part. Like you could park in a Walmart parking lot and just sleep there. I don't know. I'm super into that, but the problem is you can't really. I'm sorry, I have the hiccups really bad. You can't really have you can't have much or too many possessions, which I'm fine with. I don't like. Yeah, they work like 20 hours a week. Yeah, because you don't food money, your gym membership, a fucking Netflix pass. You know what I'm saying? And like, what else do you really need? I don't know. I'm super into that. Like, Jax talks shit, but she doesn't know. Like, if I had like 4 or 5 t-shirts, like some shorts, maybe a pair of pants, some underwear, some socks, like that's fucking all I really need. You know what I'm saying? And maybe a Netflix subscription. And just be out in the fucking world. And like, I'm not saying I want to live the rest of my life like that, but I definitely I wouldn't mind a year or two. Yeah, and gas money. And then like you'd need to save some money because repairs, like shit happens. Life on the road, like I've driven long enough like just through the Midwest or whatever. You need money for repairs. Like shit breaks. That's just how that is. But I don't know. Obviously, I don't want nothing to happen to Jax. I fucking love her. You know what I mean? But and if it's one of those things that she's like cool with it, like that might be a thing we do. You know what I mean? Because like we talk about moving to Vegas and shit, and she brings up a good point. She goes, "How do you know you're gonna like it there?" I'm like, I don't, but I'm okay going there. And like, even if I have to sign a year lease somewhere and I live there for a year and I fucking hate it, guess what? In a year, I'll fucking move again. You know what I mean? Because there's 2 places I want to fucking at least live for a small amount of time. One is in the Southwest. I don't know why. I want to live in the Southwest for a little while. The other one is in the Northwest. I don't know why, but that like Washington, Oregon, Idaho region, it fucking fascinates me. I want to go and live there. You know what I mean? It might only be for, especially if we have a van life type of lifestyle, it might only be for like a month because I might hate it. All the fucking rain and shit. You know what I mean? But I might fucking love it and I might stay there a year. I don't know. I think it would be cool personally. And then if you could save up even more money and figure out how to do it cheaply, I wouldn't mind. I mean, obviously, people been doing it. They've been backpacking through Europe and shit like that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind doing that. I mean, part of our time would be in California. But from what we read, that whole like van life thing is like a huge problem in California. It's the one place where they crack down on that shit really, really hard. Which I get it because it's so expensive to live in California, especially Southern California. It's a good way to fucking like kind of get around it. But like I told her, I I personally would love to just travel and like I wouldn't mind going even though I hate the cold. I wouldn't mind going and spending some time in Alaska. You know what I mean? I'd probably want to go in the summer months when it's not as bad. I don't want to be up there in January. You know what I mean? But I would drive up through Canada up into a you know what I mean? Like I think that'd be fucking dope. Cuz for me um in Big Sur, that's one of the like national parks, right? But isn't that in like Northern California? I don't know. I'm just like I don't know. I always said when I was younger, I don't know why, but when I was younger, I always used to say I wanted to live a year of my life in Japan and a year of my life in like the UK, Ireland area. Obviously, I don't think you can because I don't think you can just go and live there. I don't know. I don't know what like a visa, like a travel visa. I think you only get like a couple months to go in different places. I mean, all through that area, there are so many like state parks and national parks. Um, through like the west and southwest and all that shit. There are so many places that people pretty much live like all year round. Like they just move around in like a little circuit. You know what I mean? Because you can only be in those parks for so long. I think it's like a couple weeks at a time, or maybe it's a month, from what I understand. I don't know. I'm 100%. Uh, I'm 100% down for that type of adventure. I would definitely give up possessions to be able to do that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And see, I want to see all that shit. I want to see Grand Canyon and shit like that. Jackson's like, you don't even like going outside. Well, I mean, like, yeah, Indiana, like, I've, it's trees, it's some shit. Like, yeah, I fucking seen this shit. Like, I want to see other shit. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's like if you grew up in fucking, uh, I don't know. You fucking grew up in like Arizona your whole life. You hardly maybe seen snow once in your life, and then you came to Indiana for like a winter. You know what I mean? You're like, holy shit! There's like a foot of snow on the ground. This is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I remember I had a friend that lived in South Carolina. He came up here his first winter, and he was like, "What in the fuck? Why is there this much snow? Why do you guys live like this?" Old man Jenkins needs to explore. Fuck yeah, man. I mean, I'm still young enough that I can, I don't know, move around. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I want to fucking, if I am lucky enough to die in my sleep in my 80s, you know what I mean? I want to fucking live life, you know what I mean? Like, and having like a $250,000 house, like, well, for Indiana, that's a really nice house. You know what I mean? Maybe not where you live, but in Indiana, like, that just doesn't interest me. I don't really care about that. For one, it's probably a big house, and you're gonna have to hire somebody to clean it. You know what I mean? Dude, you should, Lunar. You should. I also want to go to Iceland. I don't know why. I just see the pictures of what's that shit called? Like Northern Lights or Aurora Borealis or whatever, and how amazing it is in like the summertime in Iceland. I fucking want to go. I want to see that shit. I think it would be fucking amazing. Even if it's just like for a week, just to see it. Just be like, damn, this is crazy. All we got in Indiana is like meth pipes. No, I don't know. I think I think all the time like this is the one shot I got. You know what I mean? Maybe there's another one after this. I don't fucking know. But maybe I don't. So I want to do as much shit as I can, see as much shit as I can, and let it like what's that saying? Like a life well lived or some shit like that. I don't know who said that. I didn't say it. Somebody else did. And I think about that. And maybe it's because, like, I'm getting older. You know what I mean? And I've done a decent amount of shit so far. Iceland was their favorite part of the world. Man, I'm telling you, I don't know. I just want to go and check it out. The pictures and shit look amazing. Now, who knows? Like, I could get off the plane and I don't know what are they. The people from Iceland, what are they? Icelandic? Icelanders? Icelandic, I think is what. Who knows? I could get off the plane and they could spit on Americans. I don't know. I don't know why they would do that. I didn't do shit to them. You know what I mean? I didn't for whatever reason. Uh, but and maybe they like. I don't know. Maybe they like us. Maybe they're their ally. I don't know. I still I still want to go and fucking see what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, people are gonna talk shit no matter what. Like, even in our own country, you know what I'm saying? Like, you go somewhere else, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck kind of accent do you got?" Do you see what I'm saying? Lunar, are you doing fantasy football this year? They're doing fantasy football at my work. It's the only reason I bring it up. I don't I don't anybody knows. Apparently they're very nice people. Well then they'll do the opposite of spit on me. Maybe they'll offer cookies. Or maybe they don't make cookies there. I don't know. But see, if I went, then I would know. They don't make cookies, they make brownies. I don't know. They probably make both. I don't know of a culture that doesn't make cookies. It's kind of, I like doing these streams only because I start out with a general idea of like a topic for the day and then it ends up being some weird conversation and I like it. Football accounting, because that's what it is. Football accounting. Yeah, they're trying to get me in. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not interested. Like the amount of money that I would make is not worth my time. That sounds shitty, and I don't mean it like that, but I'm just like, oh, cool. We'll win $30. I don't care. I don't care that much. This feels like a lot of work for $30 or whatever the prize is. It's not $30. I think it's like $50. But still, I don't. I didn't. I was like, no, it's okay. And I forgot to get in on the pool for my coworkers' vacation day usage. I still need to get in on that one. No, hey man, I'm not. Hey, if people love that shit, they should do it like 100%. But for me, it's just not my. It's not my jam. It's not my jammy jams. Um, really, if anybody has anything they want to fucking jump a topic or a subject they want to jump in on, this would now be the time. I open the floor. I am gonna change the setups too. Like obviously seeing my black fucking curtain in the fucking background is this is kind of boring as um when I did the green screen, but for right now I don't have a good setup yet. Not I have ideas, but I just haven't figured out what the fuck I want to do. But I don't know. I kind of I kind of want to do like the green screen and make like a news desk. You know what I mean? But I don't know how I feel about that. Over that 2 week period, I'm gonna maybe rearrange some shit in here. I don't know. I don't have it figured out yet. Anybody knows me knows I very rarely have shit figured out. And I need to, like I said earlier, I need to set up all the bots and shit and do all that. Like I love streaming and shit, but some of the other shit feels like work, and I don't fucking like that part. And that's usually why I don't do it, because it feels like work. But if you want it to be a thing, like I know that. You know what I mean? I know you got sometimes it's work. Oh, that's how I did that. Oh, that's how you. Oh. Well, I hope not all the time it's rambling. I don't always mean to ramble. Cause like I do go back and I watch them because you know that's one of the things they say. Oh, if you want to get better, go back and um, watch streams and see where you need to improve and shit. And I do ramble quite a bit. I don't know. I don't mean to. I'm easily distracted, but, but it's okay. I need to remember that. Okay. Like when I start to stream, there's not a I couldn't find how to share it, but now I figured it out. Okay. I know you guys are like, what the fuck is he talking about now? I'll probably talk to some people, try and figure out the Patreon thing. I just don't know what to do with it and figure that out probably over the next few weeks, maybe by the beginning of the year. Yeah, I mean, um like for this kind of stream, I enjoyed this format. Do you see what I'm saying? Um like obviously this is like longer form conversations um which I enjoy, and I don't know. Like there's nothing wrong, like I still video game stream, you know what I mean? I don't know. There's just something about this that I enjoy more. I don't, but like I said, we're not even really. I don't even know if I have 10 streams of this yet. So obviously, like it's still like in its infancy. Because if I do this for a year, like what we're doing in a year might be different than what we're doing today. Like, because the shit will evolve and you know what I'm saying? Um, or I'll figure out like 100% what I want to do. I don't know. I just know I enjoy this. I mean, okay, so the video, the shit like on Mixer, like those are good streams too. I don't know. I don't know how to like verbalize it in a way because these kinds of streams like we're having a conversation and we're talking, you know what I'm saying? And and sometimes I feel like on the video game streams, sometimes the video game gets in the way, you know? And it's just a different form of entertainment and I've said this before, um this shit is video game streams is kind of like a hit to the ego sometimes because people show up because you're playing a certain game and not because of you and wanting to have a conversation with you. Do you see what I'm saying? So, um, this is like if somebody comes by and they hang out for a while, you know what I mean? Obviously, or if they start talking, then they're wanting to have a conversation with you. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's fine. Like if people never want to talk, like that's fine too. I would encourage them. You know what I mean? Maybe two. I don't know. I I don't. Like I said, I don't have the shit figured out. Nobody does. No one has it figured out, and that's okay. um. But yeah, who knows where this shit will go? I don't know. You don't know. I do enjoy the streams on Mixer. So I'm gonna keep doing those. I know they're only like one a week, but that's really all I feel like doing right now. And now that Thanksgiving's over, we'll probably get back to doing these 3 times a week. And then if like I said, if we set up the Patreon, we'll probably do one extra one for that. I don't know. That's really all I got for today. So today is what? Oh shit, I don't even know what today's date is. It's December, isn't it? Let me look real quick. Yeah, it's the second. So today's uh December 2nd, Monday. No, dude, I super appreciate that. Like I said, whether you talk or not, like in a way you're still contributing to the conversation. I know that sounds weird cuz you're like, "No, you're not cuz you're not talking." I don't know how to I don't know how to express that. I just feel like without the no video game like it's more of a like one-on-one thing. Even when there's like more than one person talking, obviously I'll be talking, but when people in chat are like talking together, um, I don't know. Yes, I there will probably be a Mixer stream tomorrow unless I'm like super exhausted from work. Um, yeah, today's Monday, December 2nd. So the next YouTube stream will be Wednesday the 4th, December 4th. And I don't know what subject or like subject usually when I pick a subject or something to talk about for the YouTube streams, it's usually day of. But if you have ideas or shit on a topic or something like maybe I miss on social media or something that's going on, definitely leave a comment on this video or any video, or hit me up on Twitter because I'm Mr. Biggiesworth everywhere. Um, or you could join our Discord, which the link will be in the description of this video. if you would like to do that. Our Discord's usually just us talking about whatever is going on, like movies, video games, TV, like it's memes, like whatever's going on. Usually somebody's talking about something. I think that's really about it. I do want to do a Mixer stream tomorrow. I haven't talked to Tar Heel, Lunar. If you're still in chat, like I don't know. I talked to him around Thanksgiving. That was the last time I talked to him. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, if for some reason you watched this all the way to the end, or you skipped to the end, my name is Mr. Biggiesworth, or Biggie. Most people just call me E, though. Today's December 2nd. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe. Or if you just want to go eat pizza, that's fine too, because I really like pizza. The Mixer channel, whatever. Like I said, I'm Mr. Biggiesworth everywhere. So if you just go to Mixer and type in Mr. Biggiesworth, like it'll come up. But if you need the link, it'll be in the description. Once this turns into a video. You'll text him? Okay. And then we'll play video games tomorrow. Like I have Friday the 13th. I think that's the only game we still all have. I kind of wish A Way Out was like more than just 2 people. You know what I mean? I wish that was like a 4-player game. That would have been dope. But it is what it is. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you if you've made it this far. Thank you for watching. And like I said, please like, share, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. And find me on I might put the Twitter. I should do that. I'll put the Twitter link in the description as well, I think. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And then you can find me on there too. I just started doing TikTok, but I only have like a few videos and they're all kind of stupid. But I don't know. I like TikTok. It's kind of fun. It's like you can just do weird, stupid shit. Maybe people watch it, maybe they don't. Anyway, super appreciate everybody hanging out. Have a great rest of your night. Have a good day tomorrow. I'll see you Wednesday if you don't come over to the Mixer stream, which is, if you don't, that's fine. I completely understand. But hopefully I will see you tomorrow. And if not, I'll see you Wednesday. And if not, I don't know. I guess I'll never see you again. But I love you. Sorry. All right. Like, share, subscribe. Tell somebody. Yeah, you better recognize. No, I don't know why I went like 90s gangster on that. Sorry. Anyway, this is the weirdest outro. Oh, okay. I will hit you in the Discords, my dudes. See, this is why you should be on our Discord. So then that way you can talk about stuff not on stream. Anyway, sorry. Sorry for the weird fucking outro. Oh, on a side note, I am working on an intro and an outro for these like streams. Obviously, they turn into videos once the stream's over, but I'm working on it. It is a thing. I know I've been saying that I'm currently still working on them. But we will have a fucking intro and outro for these streams. I promise. Eventually. Anyway, thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you for being dope people, and I will see you next time. Later, everybody. Later.